Everybody on the stream. Here we are. Welcome back to the Escape Gaming Masters Regicide Edition. Thank you for everybody tuning in today. I think we were at 2,100 viewers during the last game, so hopefully we can reach even higher as we head towards the finals here on our second day of the tournament. We do next have a best of three between DauT and MbL. As we said a moment ago, this is an elimination match, so whoever loses this is out. Whoever wins this goes to face Tato to decide who will be in the grand final against the Viper later on this evening. We're here once again on Capricious for our first map, and joining me is Milmano. I'll let you take it away for a little while.
All right, up to the north then we do have DauT and the blue. Playing against the Ethiopians, it is a mirrored matchup, so both players can be playing Ethiopia. This map of Capricious, characterized by, well, a crap ton of resources. Lots of stone, lots of berries, it seems. Boar, sheep, everything, man. Just everything is there. Of course, wood is pretty standard. The works. You get the full Monty. You get the full one. It's lovely though. So of course, with DauT's map, he does have a TC standard, but also a castle there as it is Regicide, and it is covering both berry patches. It's gonna love that. The stone and the wood to the back of him. It's actually quite a decent map when you think about it. So easy to wall. This is disgusting. It's a bit like for Tato's map last series, where it's nice and easy to wall for him. Not as easy, but it is pretty nice still nonetheless. So south though, we do have MbL's map to the south. Again, it's both Ethiopians. And here's the castle to the left of him. It's okay. Covers the berries, covers the gold right below him. And up to the north of it is where the stone is up on the hill, but it's in terms of easiness to wall, it's doable. But I think I kind of like, though, DauT's map a little bit more, just because I think it's a bit easier to cover up those small leaky points you can close off.
Leaky points.
Those leaky points, man.
This is quite similar to the last map. I've noticed something, though. The first time we saw this map, there was very little stone, so it seems like there's variations on this map. Oh, DauT coming in, showing no respect to MbL here, coming in trying to grab a villager kill without loom. And MbL's like, okay, this is how it's going to be, is it?
Yeah, he's just going to pop a farm down. Like, okay. I thought you put him onto like a boar or something, but no, he's going to pop a farm down.
Get the farm. I mean, well, it's easier to keep track of the villager if it's on a farm, but still. Very true. DauT just coming in there, getting some chip damage, but he's actually... Well, if he tries to come to the left here, I don't know what he sees. Does he see the... he doesn't see the castle. If he comes around the top side of this wood line, he could lose his scout to the castle.
Go. Can you make it?
Let's see. Watching DauT's point of view, the castle shoots, but he misses.
Oh yeah, he too fly, man.
No. Oh, that was close. Now that's a bad miss. Yeah, MbL gonna be unable to take the scout down, and look at that, both players clicking up to the fuel age at exactly 4 minutes and 39 seconds each. That is neck and neck as it gets, both on 21 vils with their scout, and of course the king, which is roaming around scouting the map as well.
Absolutely. So nice time. Not the fastest we've seen today. I think the 2-minute one was incredibly quick. But in all fairness, though, I mean, they aren't Mongols, so cut them some slack, I say. But yes, this is neck and neck in terms of an uptime. I'm curious to see what the plan is, though, for DauT. He's got a couple of villagers onto the stone. No one on gold just as of yet, though. So potentially he's looking for what? A couple of towers? I mean... Was just stone walls? Is he just going to wall up?
I think he's going to wall up. It's Ethiopians. They want to go late game. They want to boom. They want to go late game. They want to... Well, I mean, DauT's going to want a fast castle. And actually, interestingly, DauT hasn't got any gold right now. So what do you think? Market and then blacksmith and then sell something? Like
that would have to be it. I mean, I can't see anything else. But
it's weird to sell the stone, so maybe not. Maybe he's going to try something else instead of this sort of boom-up strat, which we would expect from the Ethiopians here. DauT's trying to lane the villager. He's trying to block it to just prevent MbL getting in the boar, and it's kind of working.
Oh, here we go. Come on.
The dancing of the scouts right here. DauT going to hit the vill. The castle saves the day. Can MbL keep his villager alive? He will. The boar's going back, but it's okay. He keeps his villager alive, and DauT loses his scout to the castle there. He's going to use his scout cavalry to bring it in. MbL will get that boar home one way or another. And what an enjoyable little scuffle that was.
Oh, I feel like saying, are you not entertained?
Yeah. Someone in the
you
chat
could've finished
calling it the scout mating dance. DauT just peacocking a little bit there. But ultimately, like many animals in the animal kingdom, the male does get killed after completing the mating ritual. So MbL will, yeah, just push out now with his scout. And I think MbL is more than happy to sit back and relax on this one, boom up a little bit. DauT's actually up to the castle age. And
Goodness
yeah.
grief.
What?
You just coming up with that. I mean, the National Geographic. I tell you what, you know, pretty graphical stuff this second. I mean, it's also good to know your education is on point.
If
as well.
they were spiders, I mean.
Whoa. Okay, I think the kid had enough today.
Anyway,
So,
yeah. So what is DauT's game plan? He did use his market. We know that much because he hasn't grabbed any gold so far. So he was using his market there. And then it looks like he's going to try and put down the second, third TC when he gets up to the next stage. I think MbL's going to do the same. It's Ethiopians. They want to go late game, I feel.
Damn straight. So, market plans. Oh, here comes that second ball. Sorry, I keep thinking it's so standard. It's the second ball arriving.
No, that's
like
ball number 4.
Number 4. That's ball number 4. That's Joey the ball.
Yeah.
Oh, poor Joey. Anyway, so yeah, we've got to brace ourselves in for a long game here, Zach. Of not much going on for a while, I hope.
Yes,
so,
but
I hope.
But when things do start going on, when things do start happening, it's going to be quite entertaining because late game Ethiopians is very enjoyable. Siege onagers with torsion engines and like mass Shotel warriors. It's a sight to behold. It's gonna be enjoyable. We just gotta ride it out until we get there. But look at DauT's eco. He's hitting the castle age at 10 minutes and 30 seconds with 600 wood and 1,000 food in the bank. Can immediately drop down 2 TCs. Won't have any idle time. He could even buy enough stone for a 4th TC. And wait, he doesn't even need to buy it. He's mining it. And so yeah, we're gonna see this style from both players here. MbL again with the second, third TC immediately going up. And I am just going to be bracing for the long haul, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's like DauT's TC up to the north, right next to some berries, and of course that lovely deer patch. I mean, your next best guess is as good as mine, but when is DauT going to throw a farm down? It could be quite a long time before we see one.
It certainly could. And oh, there you go. MbL, no! What? He didn't lose his scout. I thought his scout was going to die to the castle.
Did. Nah, he dead now, man.
He's going to die to this TC? Ooh. DauT? Garrison? Hello?
Oh, he's just playing. He's just playing.
Playing hard to get. All right. MbL is like, no. Well, both players doing horse collar now. You know, mid-castle age, just getting that horse collar before a single farm is seeded, really, apart from this one from MbL, which is about to expire. And yeah, all in all, I mean, it's going to be, like I say, a boom game. It's very standard for this Civ on this kind of in this situation to just boom it out. And we're going to see DauT with his 4th TC in a moment. Probably expecting to see that on the gold, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I expect that to be the case, Jay. Want to get that?
There it is.
Yep, there you go. Oh, Zach, it's just as if you know the play calling. Oh.
Just what can I say?
Things are getting hot in here.
Yeah.
Man's not hot.
Take off your jacket. No, MbL going to put his 4th up at the back here as well, and they're really close together in terms of timing. DauT's ahead by 1 vil, but it's nothing to really distinguish the players at this stage of the game. And what do we expect? Like I was saying yesterday that this map has so much gold that players will not feel limited or like they're under pressure to conserve gold. I was giving the example yesterday of the Mongols, where you obviously want to go from the elite Mangadai, but then in a standard map, you're really questioning, can I afford to go Siege Onager? Will that work? If I go Siege Onager, am I over-investing into that? You really have to be careful with what you're investing your gold into. And on this map, there's just so much gold. It's like, yep, I'll take Siege Onager. Yep, I'll take Elite Shotel Warrior. Yep, I'll take Royal Heirs and just spam them out. And they're not going to be holding themselves back in terms of what text they go for. If they need it, they'll do it.
Yeah, especially the amount of castles they can produce as well. Like the amount of stone they have. Good grief.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, You could just have like 10 castles easily just pumping out Shotel
Well,
Warriors.
you don't. Well, the thing is, you don't need 10 castles. You need 2, because
You
Royal Heirs makes them create instantly, nearly instantly.
You need them, man. You need those 10 castles. Yeah, trust me about this. But no, I mean, you might need some extra castles, generally speaking, for the positions of where you want those units. Oh, look at that. Yell's going for a siege workshop.
Also, just holding the hills. I mean, it makes sense to have the castles. I'm just saying, if you want to pump out Shotels, Royal Heirs and 1 or 2 castles does the job. But yeah, MbL actually with the forward siege workshop, I do like this. He's going to try and do some earlier sort of mid-game aggression. He might be able to get something out of it, at least keep map control. And having map control will be very valuable to him. If he does something with that siege workshop, we'll see.
I can see DauT putting down an archery range, though, interestingly. I'm not too sure what his plan was, to maybe get some crossbows out, or is he just getting them down in terms of like his normal buildings? I don't really know what his plan is with his archery range just yet, but we'll see what he does with it. He is going to be under pressure, though. Oh, even the monk coming forward here from MbL. Probably take a relic, I hope, or is it actually an aggressive move?
We'll see. MbL, by the way, doesn't have Loom right now. So going by DauT made a video about how if you delay Loom for all this time, you get, I can't remember the exact number, you get like a certain amount of resources per minute that you delay Loom for. So MbL's taking that advice to heart, using it against DauT, and still delaying Loom until 17 minutes of game time. Up to 70 pop, but yeah, he's squeezed out a Mangonel. And he's gonna
squeezed out a Mangonel, just like pops out. You just see like the small clench or the siege workshop, and just out pops a Mangonel.
Yeah, you know, this is interesting. MbL there, he killed the wolf with his Mangonel, and then he immediately built a house over it. Right? He didn't need to cover it up. Yeah, he didn't need to do that because in HD edition, you cannot see the wolves through the fog of war, the dead wolves.
It's just automatic, man. Just
but
that muscle memory.
It is
slap.
Yeah, it's a sensible play to make still, because if you were playing on Warlord Kingdoms, I think that would actually make sense. So DauT going to hop into his TC, and there you go. 14 idle villagers and 1 dead. The price to pay for giving MbL the map control and allowing him to drop a Mangonel on your forward TC. So that's a good play for MbL. He's already getting the value out of this Mangonel, if you ask me. But here comes the Shotel Warrior. And that's the perfect counter to Siege, really, at this stage of the game.
Yep.
Can he convert it, though? I mean, it's very quick. If he gets the convert, that could be pretty good. And DauT might delete. Oh, 2 hits, and the monk's dead. Oh, man.
Oh, my God, that's savage.
That is some really unfortunate RNG right there. MbL going to respond in kind with some Shotels as well. Like, do these guys resist conversion, or was that just really unlucky for MbL? That was a long convert time to really come up short.
I'm not gonna lie, I would have probably smacked my fist like, God damn it.
Yeah.
God damn it, Shotel.
Yeah, man, these Shotels hit hard, and they're very good at taking out these Mangonels. One will go down, and MbL will defend with his own. They do train very quickly as well, but oh, there you go. DauT caught napping. MbL gonna flatten that one.
Oh, damn.
In the meantime, he's building up some archers here, going for crossbow, and this is nice because if MbL does continue to make Shotels, the archers will take them out very quickly, very easily indeed. MbL using the attack ground here to try and keep his Mangonel alive, and he will, for now, keep it going.
Yeah, I don't think really DauT cares too much about these Shotel Warriors dying to like MbL. Just to make sure, he basically just wants to take out the Mangonel. It's the only threat really at the moment.
Yeah. Oh, MbL blocked it. And there you go, 2 Mangonels down. I think that's worth it for DauT, to be honest. I praised MbL at the start. He did do a good job at the sort of disrupting DauT's eco, but ultimately he does lose 2 Mangonels for relatively little. And DauT will now counter-attack with some crossbows.
But there's still some aftermath. Oh my goodness, can't speak today. Like, but by the lumber camp though, if you see on the left-hand side, it's very messy still because he hasn't been able to have time to adjust it.
Wow, you're right. Yeah, that is a mess.
What I'm saying here is, the aftermath of it is pretty extensive. You can see just this efficiency is not good. DauT.
Yeah, you can just hear this villager on the left side right now. Back in my day, I had to walk uphill both ways to drop off my lumber. Look at that.
It was all right 5 years ago. We were doing fine, but the Mangonel came, and we had to garrison inside and hop over to our
kids these days don't know how lucky they are. Yeah. But MbL will go up to the Imperial Age right now, and DauT is a long way away. He is going to send the crossbows out and do relatively little damage there as he tries to break through this wall. But unfortunately, Palisades are still putting up enough of a defense for MbL to react there.
Yeah, Balkan arrows would have been nice to punch through that wall a bit quicker, but nonetheless, though, he will eventually get through at some point, I hope, and might do a little bit of damage here. This gold pile is... Okay, there we go. It's going to... Houses. MbL is what he's doing. That's okay. Look at the pop difference, though. There's 15 pop difference, 20 army for DauT. DauT seems to...
20 army versus 5, but we know we know what MbL is doing here. He wants Imperial, he wants Onager, and he wants Showtails. That's really his only concern. Although he is actually making some ranges, so he might go into some arbs, I think. The Ethiopians do get arbs. Yeah, of course they do. They get faster firing archers. So yeah, I still think the Showtail's a better unit, but he doesn't have the castles because he's too fast to the Imperial Age. He's too fast to have the castles in time, so going archers makes sense as well.
Yeah, help to push out a little bit quicker than just building tons of castles. He could, but yeah, it's fine. A bit more easy to do. So, but the thing is, I really have enough time before DauT can react to it in terms of the Imperial Age for him, because he's just clicked up. About a couple minutes behind. It's whether or not MbL can produce quick enough and get those upgrades in, because he's still yet to get the crossbow, and it would be nice to have before you hit the Imperial Age, so you can get the Arbalest done first. But we'll see. Yeah,
that's true. I think DauT's in an okay position still. I mean, he's okay as a little bit later, but he has got a lot more army on the map already. He has got more map control, and it's really on MbL to push out and do something, but he still hasn't upgraded crossbow yet, so he doesn't seem to be in any real hurry or any real rush here. I'm getting the feeling he's going to go straight into Onager. Like, that's the first thing he'll do when he go imp. He'll just go, Onager, thank you. Let's see.
Onager, thank you. Thank you, Onager.
I mean, okay. He actually does crossbow and bodkin arrow. But there you go, Onager, straight up.
It's Imperial Age, gets the crossbow upgrade.
Yeah.
Winning. And there's the Onager. There we go. Everything's fine. The conscription also added in. But as you were right, though, I mean, you know, by the time he gets the Onager upgraded, and there are actually Onagers on the field, which I don't see any.
He's got a couple of mangonels on the right side, but he will have the production there. He's got a lot of gold. I mean, look at this. 1,000 gold in the bank, plenty of wood. He's just fine to get the Onagers out right now. I'm waiting for torsion engines, which is very expensive, but is a game changer in this one.
Absolutely. See what DauT's trying to do here. He's building a stone camp up to the front to get that extra stone. He might want to put a TT or hopefully want to put a castle there, I'd imagine, but he has not enough stone to do so. So it's a little bit risky. I
think DauT's got to be careful to overcommit to crossbows here. Like, you don't want to be making too many Arbalest in this game. Like, once MbL has 5 or 6 Onagers out, once he's got 5 or 6 siege Onagers, it's going to be difficult to have much impact with those Arbalest. And you can see that DauT's doing Arbalest right now, as well as Bracer. And we've got chemistry for both players. So maybe DauT's thinking Arbalest, and instead of going Onager, maybe he's thinking he'll do Bombard Cannon.
Possibly.
I think they get Bombard. I can't remember. Oh, let's see. I can bring up the overlay. Tech overlay. Yeah, they do get Bombard Cannon. So the Ethiopians get a full siege workshop. They get every single unit from the siege. I think they're the only civ in the game actually that gets every siege unit from the workshop. So for DauT here, maybe the Bombard Cannon is the play, and he's anticipating the Onagers from MbL and just preparing for that instead.
Absolutely. He's going to get his siege workshop down now. He's going to, I don't think he's going to bother on just yet. He's just going to get those Bombard Cannons as soon as he can. About the Arbalest, about overcommitting, I think when you're in that position for DauT, like, he's behind or in terms of being up to Imperial Age, and he did get some aggression earlier, so I think it's just wise a little bit just to pump some units out, then get the Arbalest, of course, upgrade. Just because, you know, if you don't be thinking, oh, I don't know what he's going for, you might as well produce something, basically, rather than nothing. And he's going to send actually an Arbalest out now to see what the competition is.
Well, he's making it work. I just want to highlight, DauT is actually raiding with 2 groups of Arbalest right now. One of them's going to get cut down by the TC and Castle, but the other one here actually killing a couple of vills on the gold before MbL will come over with the Onagers and try and take it. Yeah, they're gone. Off they go. So, yeah, he's done a little bit of eco raiding, but MbL is still ahead overall in villager count right now, and he's preparing for his push across the center of the map. Onagers and trebuchets. worth noting, actually, as well, that these guys do get siege engineers, and neither player has siege engineers just yet, but it's also a very important tech for their onagers here.
Really, 2 trebuchets now out from MbL. Is looking, yep, going ready to push. DauT puts the castle down where his forward TC was, actually, not just in the outskirts of it, next to the siege workshop. It's an important castle. I think he's recognizing this part of the map that they're on. Especially, there's 2 massive gold piles here as well, which I think DauT will probably look to eye to try and at least get one of those.
This one
where's
definitely.
Where's the other gold for him?
On the left side. He's got a castle there, and he's got a two mining camps. So
I was wondering. I was like, where's he got?
Yeah.
Where's his castles going? I thought he built one like before that one. I was like, where is it? But no, I see that now. That's so good.
Really important area of the map for DauT. And if we look at MbL's scouting, he doesn't see it. He actually has no vision there, so he doesn't recognize that that's a point where DauT is probably going to be at this stage of the game, and that's a little bit of a problem for him. But look at this. We do see DauT going into the bombard cannons, and we also see torsion engines coming in for both players right now at the same time. So torsion engines coming in, and this is going to be huge. I mean, DauT having torsion engines on his bombards, that's going to shut down the onagers, really. But also the onagers are going to be, if they do get off one shot onto the Arbalest, they'll kill it all in one or 2 shots. MbL now getting siege engineers as well. Absolutely vital tech. And, I mean, we kind of saw this happening. We saw this unfolding at the start of the game. We said, you know, it's going to be a big boom, but the late game is going to be something else. You know, you're going to have this huge combo of siege. And I was expecting to see Showtails, because they're really versatile here. Showtails are going to be much better than Arbalest, realistically.
Yeah. Oh my god, look. Okay. He's down for DauT now. Like, screw defense. Like, well, there's Arbalest are. He's putting the castle down in terms of, like, an actual foundation.
Oh, okay. And meanwhile, MbL's pushing forward. So DauT is actually kind of split now. His army is in 2 halves. But he will take down the TC from MbL on the right side almost instantly with those bombard cannons on the hill. Arbalest closing in now. And will it be MbL to break and retreat? Or will he continue his aggression on the front here?
I think he can do both. He's going to use the bombard cannons to take down the castle with. Very quickly, I might add. Oh. And then he's going to use the onagers or the Arbalest to try and basically counter the other side. This is very interesting play. Oh, okay, he's going to back off the bombards now.
This is so tense right now. If those onagers hit a big shot, that's going to be huge. They are going to go for the castle. Interesting play. Oh, the right side. The onager. If that was a siege onager there, he would have done so much more. But the onagers here are being so influential in this fight. MbL getting some huge shots, taking out all of the bombard cannons from DauT, and a large number of those Arbalest as well.
Oh god, that's awful.
It is a sight to see. It is a sight to behold.
Oh boy. Oofed. Oh boy. DauT did not work out well at all for DauT. He lost half his military, we're saying, and most of it's now weak. And it's allowed MbL to do both. Just push in the middle, bend on the right.
But seriously, this is where Showtails are much better than Arbalest. I mean, the Showtails could run in and snipe all this siege. You know, they're not meant to stay alive. They're meant to just take out the siege quickly. But there you go. DauT will be denied his castle. He'll lose his army on the right side. And he will be pushed back in the middle of the map. More and more onager shots coming in. And you think they're good now, but just wait until these are siege onagers with torsion engines. They have an insane blast radius. And they will be taking out these Arbalest in huge swaths. So... Or swathes. Is it swats or swathes? I should know this.
It's like scones or scones, isn't it?
I think it's whatever you prefer.
I think it's whatever you prefer. Whatever, who cares? There's no other rules in this industry.
So the bombard cannons from DauT are good. They just don't have the same impact as the onagers against these Arbalest. And this combination from MbL is much nicer. Siege onager, as you say, is nearly done. So this onager here is one to watch for.
He really needs to get some siege onagers. He hasn't got onager upgrade as far as I'm aware.
Oh, DauT has onager. DauT does have onager.
Does he have it finally? Oh, okay. I thought he didn't have it. I saw a Mangonel earlier and I was like, he hasn't got onager. No, okay, must have researched.
But yeah, Treb from MbL immediately going to get taken out. I mean, I see no point in building Trebs this game at all.
This is not a game for Trebs.
But certainly building a lot of onagers and bombard cannons. That's the way to go. And it seems like the commitment to archery ranges is still there as well, which I am kind of, I don't know, on the fence about. I do think that DauT is starting to switch into showtells. I do think that is the way to go, but, you know, we'll see. He's also making trebs, which is questionable.
Yeah, I think he's doing both. You know, in terms of this, or not the trebs, sorry, the chainmail armor and the squires coming in. So yeah, it looks like he's going to start switching to showtells. It's the best thing to do, really. It doesn't really matter about how many you're throwing at in terms of like units lost, as long as you take down the siege. I think it's the most important thing, especially the siege onagers. Oh, he's dead. That monk.
I'm just waiting to see the massive shot here. I'm waiting to see that siege onager come in and just obliterate these arbalest. It's gonna happen, and they're closing in right now. Just wait. It's the money shot is coming. You can feel it. And DauT is trying to
feel it. You can feel the money shot coming, dude.
Yeah, I know it's there. It's on the way.
On the way. Priming yourself. Oh god. Oh god.
But
anyway,
there's a lot of bombard cannons from MbL, which is why I'm saying trebs just don't make sense this game. It's just why.
No,
yeah.
Doesn't make much sense. Especially the actual number of bombards in this game in particular. It's just like, oh, I can make 5 trebs. Okay, good luck with that.
Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh, it's close. No, never mind. But, oh, there you go. 3 for 1 with the siege onager. And it looks like it lands nowhere near, but it's very misleading. It's very deceptive as to the blast radius of these onagers here. MbL in a much stronger position, I think. He's got a lot more bombard cannons. He's got the siege onagers on standby. Yeah. On the left side, DauT trying to set up on the left side here. But that's an expensive loss. I mean, the bombard cannon is the most expensive unit in the game. And oh, again, look, bombard cannon. If those arbalest are too close together, here you go, here we go. Oh, there you have it. And that is why you don't make massed arbalest. I mean, and on the left side as well, there was the 3 for 1 with the onagers there. MbL in a much superior position here. That hurts. That really hurts.
That really hurts. You can just feel that pain inside as you see those units die.
I mean, how many resources did DauT just lose there in a single hit? It's phenomenal.
Good grief. Oh, but at least there's a treb unpacking now, Zach. There's space for a treb, so off it goes.
There we go. DauT losing ground. The thing is, though, DauT still has so many resources. He's still got 1,800 gold. He can afford these losses. But the problem is he's losing momentum. MbL has 50 army versus DauT's 16. It doesn't matter if you can afford to make 100 units. If you don't have the production or the means to do it, it really doesn't matter.
Oh, it's just getting worse as you go along. Yeah, it doesn't matter how much you've got as long as you can produce it. And DauT is failing to produce right now, and the worst part is the production buildings are now under threat. So,
well, what I don't understand is DauT did siege onager, right? I feel like he needs more siege onagers and more bombard cannons. Bottom line, the arbalest is simply a support unit. Like you kill the arbalest with 1 or 2 siege onager shots, and I think DauT made way too many arbalest really. For this game. I think he needs some more siege, and he's not got any siege workshops left. Well, he has 1. And this is the problem now. The momentum shift is huge. He has to rebuild his siege workshops. He has to wait for the units to be trained. Meanwhile, MbL is fielding this huge army.
And there aren't that many arbalests in from MbL. It's just mostly siege. Where are the showtells? As you say, like it takes like 2 castles of production. You said, well, just get instant showtells, and there's quite a few still remaining. He just starts producing a lot of showtells.
Yeah, I mean, DauT could pump out 40 showtells right now and rush this down. Okay, he will lose a lot of the showtells to the arbalest, but if he can take out 6 or 7 on bombard cannons, that's worth it.
I mean, even this occasion, even this occasion, you said like there's so much resource on the map. Like, even if you lose most of your army but take care of most of the siege, then it's still a decent enough trade because it helps you basically just resupply those units, especially the showtells, because they're so quick at producing, unlike on just bombards.
And if you take the siege down, the arbalest aren't going to push through your castles like the siege are. So the siege is the main problem right here. And there you go again, DauT with a huge army of arbalest. And those arbalest, if they get caught out of position just once, then you can say goodbye to that army. Sorry, DauT researching towards champion now. And again, I mean, why would you go champion when you can make Showtails at this point?
Okay, well. I mean, I seem to see the halberdier earlier. There's a halberdier from MbL, by the way.
Yeah, he did do that. I'm not sure. Maybe he's thinking... Yeah, I mean, I can see why halberdier would make sense.
Well, they are free upgrades, but still, I mean, it's just like... It must have been a mistake, I don't know.
It's not that uncommon to see halberdier in front of your army, but in this situation, the siege is just too strong. DauT, though, look at this. The castle's going down and the king's inside, so he's got to be very careful here.
Oh.
The king might want to make an escape now. Castle's at half health. Here come the onagers. And, DauT backing away, but this is the problem. He can't get close. As soon as he gets into range of this army, MbL shoots his onager, and DauT has to back away. What's going on?
Bombards on the left, though. Hopefully, trying to pick them off.
They did good. They did very well.
Yeah, they did very well. Took out a number of them, actually. That was very nice.
Yeah, 5 or 6 from MbL going down there. And DauT's going to push out the onagers, though. They're still doing good damage in here. One more shot, and DauT's lost most of his arbalest again.
Oh, that's a standard event occurring at this current rate. But good news, the sea dog has been taken care of.
Yes.
The problem is, another one's out.
For now. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's getting like a war of attrition now. Neither player making huge gains. Oh, nice on the left side. MbL using a nice attack round to take out the onagers here. And MbL adding some Showtails as well.
It is interesting to note, though, like how DauT has just literally shifted its entire economy to left-hand side. Just look, all the woodlines, all the gold, pretty much everything except for the food production, which he is lacking because he's not using any of it, really.
He's not bothered about food. He's actually got... How many farmers does he have? 7 farmers? Like...
Yeah, something like that.
He's not thinking about food at all. He's thinking about wood. He's thinking about gold. Yeah. It's really one-sided for MbL so far this game, and although DauT's holding on, you can see it reflected so much in the KD at least. Just it's 2-1 nearly. And
grief.
I'm really not sure what DauT's thinking with the whole champion thing, or the two-handed swordsman thing. It's very strange. He's currently doing
as quick.
Yeah, he's doing siege ram right now as well.
Oh, is he gonna load them up in the siege ram? Load them up, boys.
Maybe,
Let's go in. Maybe.
There you go. All the arbalest going down, and the onagers saved the day once again. But like I am very much questioning MbL here as well. Like MbL is such a I don't know, a tunnel vision player. I see this all the time. He will just attack in one place for the entire game, and this place has been straight down the middle. He's like, all right, I'm gonna go straight down the middle. But what MbL isn't realizing is that actually most of DauT's eco is on the left side, and it's actually really exposed. He could easily raid that, but he's just straight down the middle, gonna keep going here, and he doesn't actually have the map vision to know that DauT's even over there.
He has focused on the right-hand side that castle with one trebuchet. I don't think DauT's paying much attention to it. But when you think about it, like how much progress has MbL made down the middle? It hasn't. It's been decent, but not exactly as a lot as we thought it might be, considering how much siege he's thrown at it. And yeah, as you said, DauT's moved everything to the left-hand side of the economy, and there seems to be a small skirmish on the left here, between MbL and DauT. But we'll see how much more of a focus that MbL wants to put here, because he is starting to get some more units across here. And holy cow, there's a lot of siege rams. Here we go. there's like DauT
on the left side. Yeah, DauT's been pushing on the left for a while, and there's nothing for MbL to stop the siege rams here. This is what I mean about DauT. Like, this is what DauT is doing. Okay, he is fighting in the middle to try and defend this, but he is also trying to push on the left side as well. And it's that kind of non-linear play that's really nice for him. And wow, MbL just lost a lot of his bombard cannons here too. MbL might, I don't know, his trap's going to take down the castle actually. He might be able to start pushing through there, but DauT is threatening a lot on the left side. The villagers being brought to arms here. DauT's just sending the rams with no backup.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's like, okay, you got a lot of rams, great, but where's the backup, man? Where's the backup? Showtail warriors! Where are the Showtails? Oh, yeah. God.
On this left side, actually, Showtails would be really nice, because MbL is switching into his skirms now as well. And they could raid on the wood lines, for example, and do a lot of damage. It's like 2 hits to kill a villager, I think, if they're fully upgraded, which is crazy.
Yeah. You could have taken out a lot of those lumberjacks that were trying to fight the Rams, and that would have been really nice because, again, this entire game is dependent on, right now, especially for MbLs, mostly wood and gold, and you take out the wood production, and that will slightly stifle the amount of units it's producing right now.
Absolutely, and once again, MbL is actually going to be pushed back in the middle of the map because of this onager coming out. So, so he's taken down another castle. That's really been his main, I guess, victory over here. But even if he pushes through here, DauT has nothing back here. Like we said before, it's all over on the left side. He's gathering all the coal, all the wood, all on the left, and on the left side now, DauT is starting to push a bit more. He has brought some two-handed swordsmen over, which make great late game units. Then finally, MbL, Shotel Warriors, and Royal Heirs, Squires, Chainmail Armor. It's all coming out now for MbL, and maybe this is the play. Maybe this is what he needs now to start shifting this game in his favor. I feel like
3 minutes.
I feel like MbL has played better. Overall, I think he's played better. Like he was faster to get the onagers. He was, you know, look at his KD. He's played a great game. But I just think this lack of showtells from either of them has really been what's stopping one of them from really pushing and winning. We'll have to see if that theory is correct. Now that the showtells are coming out, let's see if they make a difference.
Here's a slight concern.
I wonder, is he going to kill these onagers?
I wonder. Oh. One.
Oh, yeah, he got them. He needs a few more showtells than that, but I think it could be the deal breaker here. If MbL can start raiding on this left side, look at all this exposed eco.
There is so much. Like, there's no TCs. Like on his left hand side, there's not a single TC. This is a prime time moment for MbL to take a good grasp of the game, but. See if he actually does. I think he just wants to stay defensive, honestly, on this left-hand side. He's so tunnel vision on his approach that he doesn't want to bother too much on the left.
What I mean is that, like, MbL has clearly been winning for a long time. He's just not been able to deal a finishing blow. He's not had that last piece of something to finish things off. That's what I'm trying to get at here, and maybe this is what he needs. We'll see.
Maybe he wants to go for that king snipe, man. It's that castle under pressure.
Oh, you're right.
Bombards.
The king's out back. He's going to run away.
Yeah, there we go. He goes for the run. He'll be fine.
Yeah, he's okay. He's into the TC, yeah, up at the top.
Why would you not go down the left?
I don't know. That's kind of strange.
He's going into a corner now. It's going into a corner now.
Ah, now look at this. MbL is sending the showtells in versus the skirms. We're still waiting on that +4 defense. That's going to make a big difference, actually.
Yeah.
But MbL's kind of low on gold at the moment. He's starting to gather gold on the right side, which he took from DauT. And on the left side, DauT's making another push once again, now with Rams and with the Arbalest and skirms in here. Both players starting to think about conserving gold. We are nearly an hour in game time, so although there is still a lot of gold left, they've still got to think about conservation at this stage now.
I think MbL's pretty okay for gold. Like, he's got those 2 gold piles are pretty fresh still. It's like he's just gone starting going to it, and I think DauT's got one left basically. Okay, he's got 1.5, but still, I mean, like I think MbL can be a bit more greedy in terms of the gold units he's throwing out because well.
Maybe.
If he's going with the death by 1,000 of cuts approach, you're gonna need a lot of gold, it seems.
Yeah, absolutely. I actually think MbL's gonna close it out in a few minutes here. I think he's just kind of shifted the momentum a little more in his favor in the north side. I think he'll hold on the left from DauT. The showtells are going to be able to deal with the Rams now. Now that they've got the +4 defense, they are going to be able to push them back. And he's got a nice hill to work with over here. In the meantime, he's still pushing forward in the middle. It seems like... Oh, there you go. He's raiding at the back with showtells as well. This is really important. Okay, he's been caught out. He's been caught out. He went towards the Arbalest, but like I say, I think it's... What is it? It's 20 damage. 22 damage when they have +4. So they do 2-shot villagers, which is impressive.
Mightily impressive. But yes. This is hopefully for MbL's sake drawing into an end. He's finally bringing Siege on the left now and should hopefully clear this up. There's no real other emphasis from DauT right now in terms of what else he's got. Just more siege rams.
The 200 swords coming in. Oh, he keeps the onager up, and yeah, he's pushed out back on the left. Shotel's trying to raid through the middle. They just ran into the castle there, and in the meantime, there you go. Look, he can actually get in there now, and he can start picking off the onagers.
Did you just see spies got done, I think, by MbL?
Oh, really?
I think MbL just did spies. Like, since
Okay.
spies leak knowledge of your king's location, it has to be DauT.
He knows
like,
it's here, right?
Yeah,
Now?
he has to know. Yeah.
Look at that.
I just saw it.
Oh, it's
That's
actually,
amazing.
it is actually, oh no, it is 2 shots for a villager, but he hasn't got the +4 attack yet, so he can't 2-shot them. It's still 3. That's unfortunate.
Very unfortunate.
So, yeah, he's pushed back on the left. He might take the castle down now that he's got a trebuchet there. And it looks like he's figured out that DauT actually has most of his eco over here. He's sending some skirms forward to try and raid that. And he's kind of slowed down his aggression in the middle of the map. And he's focusing now on the left, which is what he needs to do. This is where all the villagers are. This is where he can do the damage, I feel.
Yep, this is more of a jugular move than going for the king, I would say, on this occasion. Mainly because there is no, apart from the castle, no other protection for those villagers. Oh, that siege onager though will clean up some of those skirmishes.
Yeah, that
nice.
that was very, very nice for DauT. But there you go. The Shotel saving the day once again now, being able to take down those rams very easily, and he's also going for Blast Furnace now as well for the +4 attack. So MbL was starting to really commit to the Shotels, it seems. He is also doing Long Swordsman. And I think he has maintained an advantage for this entire game. Like I say, he's just not been able to close it out. DauT's always been able to hold on just by a thread, and even make some small pushbacks. But, oh, nice. Onager shot on the right side there. We've seen a lot of those this game, and now look at that army count. 60 for MbL, just 16 for DauT right here, as MbL looks like he's going to take the game in a few moments. I wouldn't be surprised to see DauT calling the GG very soon, as MbL just starts to rack up the damage.
Yeah, yeah, we are approaching towards that end, I must say. DauT on 130 pop, MbL 180, but I think easily max out 200 very quickly, so pretty much full pop for him. DauT does have a number of villagers, but again, it's a lack of production and also him just wasting so many units. Like, the KD's not exactly half, like 2 to 1 as it was earlier, but
yeah,
609 to 481 for MbL. Like, it was mostly siege against Arbalest. Like,
Indeed, and GG for DauT calls it right there, and MbL will get his victory. MbL maintained a really good amount of map control for that entire game. The right side of the map was basically all his. Fortunately for MbL, there wasn't a huge amount of resource to be had over there. But more importantly, the center of the map was his. Once he pushed through to a certain point, he was able to lock down the gold piles there. And although he was very tunnel visioned in his attack on the middle, and he never truly pushed all the way through, he did push DauT back far enough, and he did also defend simultaneously on the left side, eventually. Just making the better trades overall. But look at the end of that game. DauT actually had 2,200 gold and 3,000 stone. Gold and stone were not the problem. He was actually short on wood and food by the end of it all.
Yeah, it was about 2,000 and a bit wood, and about 4,000 or 5,000 food. Yeah, the gold was looking pretty strong, but only just on the gold. That's like 200 gold difference. But the stone was massive though, like 9k. Grief. And that would say to me, oh, look, he's got 10k stone. Lots of castles. I mean, just strategically, but also if he really wants to max out pop in 30 seconds, the Shotels. But we didn't see any, and not till very late for MbL. And I think we both pointed out many times that how important that unit is, especially against that type of game we were seeing, which was just so much siege, bombards and siege onagers just together. And I think if DauT, when he got pushed in the middle and he shifted that eco to the left, I still think he had enough time to readjust the army composition a little bit. And if he did that, I think it could have been either a closer game, or I think he could have maybe fought back a little bit. But anyway, really well played by MbL though, have to be said, despite the tunnel vision.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand why he fought for the middle of the map. I just think that there was a lot of potential for raiding that game.
Yeah.
And that potential was never realized until right at the end, and that's when MbL started to pull ahead, I think. But also, you know, continually trading better, 609 kills to 481 losses. MbL obviously had a much better army composition for a long time, and DauT threw away a lot of resources with those Arbalest, taking some pretty nasty siege onager shots with that torsion engines research done. They were able to just wipe them out. Enjoyable game. We kind of predicted that would get to that stage, and it's entertaining to see it go that far. It was good.
Yeah, certainly was. Yeah, absolutely. It was a very nice to see a good long game, like late game, lots of siege on good shots, made the crowd go wild.
That was actually the longest game of the tournament so far. Regicide,
really?
Yeah, Regicide's typically a lot faster than a standard game, so it was a good map to sort of get to the late game, and good civs to go late game with as well. Next map will be the home map of DauT. He's actually going to take Water Nomad as his home. So DauT choosing to play Water Nomad here, and of course it will be a what's it called? I want to say, yeah, Civ draft. That's the one I was looking for. It's going to be a Civ draft to see the Civs. So if you're ready, we can do that. I can just grab the link. Mailman?
Hello.
Are you ready to do the Civ draft?
Oh yes, I got it. Got a link. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Just so you know, this map's picked by the players. So the players have a pool of maps which they can choose from, and this is the map which they've chosen to play. This is not a map which they've been forced onto. It's their choice, their decision. So we are gonna do the next Civ draft. If you're ready, I'll count us down.
Yes, I'm ready, sir.
In 3, 2, 1, go. And here we go. DauT MbL Civ draft for Water Nomad. And we're probably going to see similar things to last time around. Maybe the Malay being banned out fairly soon. The Chinese, perhaps, since it's a Nomad start. Maybe we will see these Italians being banned as well. And indeed it is the Italians first for DauT there.
Yeah, Italians Malay by MbL. Let's see what his next choice is. Possibly... I'm thinking, maybe Malay himself.
Yeah, just to clarify, this is DauT's home map. He chose to play Water Nomad as his home because MbL is not the keenest water player.
Interesting. Indians banned by MbL, and Vikings was banned by DauT. Vikings makes a little bit more sense. Indians... I'm not really sure why that was banned. I mean, not sure it's my go-to Civ for Water Nomad, but what do I know? Chinese Vikings, okay.
Yeah, I expected the Chinese, but I didn't expect to see the Indians there, to be honest.
Yeah. Bit of a strange ban, but okay.
I wonder if MbL will take the Malay here then. Maybe, yeah, okay. Well, okay. DauT taking the Chinese. MbL going to grab the Malians for this one. And so DauT's going to start with the extra villagers. MbL will have the savings on wood for all of his buildings. And there you go. That'll be our setup. Now, I kind of thought MbL might have taken the Malay there, since they get the faster upgrade time and they can actually pressure really quickly with Demo Raft or with some fire ships or something like that. But we're going to go ahead and see. Maybe it's actually the global ban. You might be right, guys. I can't remember. Was the first ban the global ban, and then the next two were... Yeah, sorry, the first bans were global, so that does make sense. The second two were not. So yeah, Chinese for DauT, MbL with Malians, and if you're ready, we'll load up the game and get this one underway.
Yes, I am ready, good sir.
Okay.
Whenever you want to go.
All right, then. In 3, 2, 1, go. And here we are, everyone. Welcome back to the Escape Gaming Masters Regicide Edition, game number 2 between DauT and MbL. MbL is 1-0 right now after winning his first game on Capricious. And now we're going into DauT's home map. This is DauT's map of choice. He has chosen to play on Water Nomad, and he is playing as the Chinese in the blue, starting with those extra villagers, of course. And in the yellow, we have MbL playing as the Malians.
Okay, lovely. Yeah, so MbL putting dock up already up to the north. more towards the west side of things, but it's going to get down immediately just to get those fishing ships up and running more than anything else. It's actually quite a decent dock, actually. There's two fishing resources really close to each other, so in terms of early game, it's quite nice. But it is quite far away from his main economy, so something to be watchful for. But he has got plenty of little areas for put docks down, especially that one to the south at TC. Good grief, there's box turtles and a dorado fish. Cheeky.
On top of each other. Yeah.
On top of each other, yeah. Ooh.
DauT's got the same deal as well on his side.
Does he?
Yeah,
oh,
dorado and a box fish, or whatever it's called, box turtles even. Obviously, take the dorado first, but yeah, it's going to be one of those ones again. We got the amphibious terrain. We've got MbL going up to the feudal age in 2 minutes and 10 seconds. In fact, not even 2 minutes and 10. I was looking at the clock up here. The actual official time is 1 minute and 54. New record, perhaps, for the fastest feudal time ever? Maybe.
Maybe. Good grief, he's not. He isn't hanging about.
He is certainly not.
More than one dock, though, with this approach. Or can he? Can he do 2 docks with this approach? I don't know. I mean, I don't think the wood... Yeah, there's not enough lumberjacks. There's no one. Well, there's no way you can do 2 docks with that.
There's absolutely such a thing as going too fast. You know, not having enough eco to support, you know, yourself when you do get up to the next stage. So MbL here, I mean, like, you know, you can go up to the feudal age in a standard game extremely quickly, but you'd have to idle your town center, and that doesn't help your situation. In this case, obviously, MbL can get up to feudal really quickly and get out a single boat. Might be hard for him to do much more than that.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, it will harass those fishing ships, though, as you said, towards DauT, which would be nice to push him off. But, I mean, in terms of actual other eco, well, actually, the lumber camp to the north is a little bit precarious for DauT, so that could be picked off. I mean, you can see the king of MbL's in the vicinity, so might catch him here. This might work out all right if he gets, like, you should go for galleys first, I think. If he goes for galley first, this first ship, that'll be all right.
He's going fire galley. That's fine.
That's okay. I think I would have liked the galley, though, personally, but maybe not.
I would have liked the demo raft if he'd found the wood line. That would have been 3 free juicy kills. But as we saw last time we saw this map, Viper losing 3 vills at the start, he still made a win in that against Tato. So, so far, both players just focusing on bringing the water buffalo home, keeping a good supply of food for them to stay off farms for as long as possible. Focus their economy now on wood and gold. Second dock coming up for DauT. And bear in mind, you know, DauT's going to have this big villager advantage, but MbL has this this feudal upgrade advantage. We're going to see MbL bringing his first fire galley across the map already here to see if he can find some of DauT's villagers or fishing ships or anything that he can get his grubby little paws on.
Yes, absolutely. Those grubby little paws.
Not that MbL is grubby, or, you know, I'm not, you know, just a turn of phrase.
Wash his hands.
Just a turn of phrase.
Seems to watch you with the looter seam, so
oh,
okay.
Well, he's kind of missed his mark. He actually hasn't scouted DauT. Look at this. He's scouted down to the south. He's scouted off to the east. But now he's going under the TC. He's going to run away with as many water buffalo as he can, and he might just get away with it. MbL.
He's styling, man. He just moonwalked underneath that TC in the boat. Brilliant. 7
water buffalo stolen. Have you seen this, man? Have you seen these buffalo?
That 2-minute strat, man. That 2-minute strat. You go up, you steal water buffalo first dig. Success.
And they're off. I mean, he's wasting no time. This is quite important. I mean, I don't want to spend too long on that, but seriously, taking away 7 water buffalo with 150 food each, like, just think of how much extra food he's going to get from that.
1,050?
Don't do math on the stream. I'm warning you. But,
yeah, it's 1,050.
Yeah. He's going to basically double, or maybe less than double, but he's going to bolster his natural food resources and not have to put farms down for a lot longer. And we saw what happened in the last game. Remember when Tato ran out of food and he couldn't go up to the castle age?
Oh my god, yeah, that was a disaster. That was so unfortunate.
Exactly.
It was so close, and he spent 3 villages, and then he had no food else to gather, and he was like, oh, wait a second. Oh, that cost him 400 wood to get up as well.
Yeah.
That's so upsetting.
So now DauT might be in that situation where he has no food and is struggling. He has to get some water buffalo back, I think. Or just win the water before then. So so far, MbL has more units out. He's sending forward a demolition raft. He's going to blow that up straight into the fire galley, take the edge there, and probably have to retreat now because he's outnumbered here, or outgunned here.
Yeah, back they go. A 1-for-1 trade. Okay, nothing else to see. Nothing else to see, boys. Nothing else to see.
Nothing more to see here. So how many water buffalo does he have in total now? I mean, he's got.
We're actually gonna count.
Well, I'm gonna just quickly see. He's got. Whoa, that's a lot. I don't know how many actually fit into a row. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27 water buffalo. Oof, that's a lot of food.
Demoship, go for it. All yours. The glory's yours. Yeah, he took it up.
He took a bit of health away.
Nah.
But MbL still has the edge here. He's still got a lot more units out. And he can punish DauT now. He can. Where's DauT going though?
What's he going with that demo?
Is he going for the water buffalo?
Go for the water buffalo. It's not yours. It's not his either. Oh, he's stealing them back.
He's got them back, but he's going for the wood line. Yeah. Oh, a little bit premature.
Got it.
He does get one villager. It's a little bit less than he was hoping for.
Take the buffalo now, DauT. They're yours.
And the villager gets blown up down here as well.
The ship back to base. Ah,
well, DauT's missed an opportunity to grab them back there. I agree, but MbL's playing a nice start to this game. He actually killed a villager or two, or one villager that was repairing one of the fire galleys, and it's nice to see him repairing the fire galleys. That does make a big difference, and he's going to turn that around on this left-hand side. Nicely played by DauT right there. But a little bit sloppy not to bring those water buffalo home, I feel. They would have been a really important addition to his food economy here.
Would have been lovely. Yeah, it would have been absolutely lovely, but doesn't have that luxury, unfortunately. What's he going to do? Poor old DauT.
So as the chat is saying, the water buffalo that MbL has equals 4,050 food, which is ridiculous, compared to DauT's 300 here, which he's got under the DC now.
That's a small disadvantage.
Yeah, just a small, tiny
disadvantage.
Oh, MbL with
grand scheme of things.
MbL with the demo raft, trying to find some vills here. DauT having to scatter them. He's going to lose one, maybe.
Two?
Where? No, he's just going to back out the demo raft, look to live another day. Maybe he'll try and come into the wood line, but DauT's seen him there, so he's going to be able to avoid that, we assume.
He's hunting down his own one. Let's go for the trade.
Can you get it? Can you get the villagers? Oh! Under the TC, he gets nothing.
No. What? He had such good opportunity. Oh, yeah, I hope you blow up. That's right. You failed me. MbL, you failed me. Anyway. DauT's still leading ahead in the scores, though, surprisingly. 26 vills apiece, even though he has like 4,000 food behind by water buffalo terms, but let's hope he can try and make most of it.
What's quite interesting is that, yeah, DauT has actually lost his villager lead, even though he started with the additional villagers. I think he had quite a bit of idle time on the town centre a while ago. So MbL there, closing the gap, and in my opinion, MbL has the advantage. I think DauT just has maybe a little bit more map visibility. I mean, how has he got, he shouldn't have this much additional score, surely.
Is it scouting, maybe?
Maybe scouting. There's 100 points in it.
Scouting's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty close.
I think DauT maybe has gathered more resources overall because he had more villagers at the start, and MbL's still catching up. But it's definitely looking good for MbL at the moment, I'd say.
One bill got picked off, by the way, thanks to DauT's fire galley. Another one's under threat. Looks like that we'll lose that fire galley now in a second.
Yeah, I was watching a little fight on the left side as well at the same time. There was a couple of demo rafts going off over there, and DauT going to lose his fire galley at the back, it would seem. And I don't know, I feel like MbL has the edge here for sure. I mean, he's got the KD advantage, he's got the larger army, he's got more villagers. He just probably needs to, well, he's actually added a second dock. He's got 3 now even, in fact, so he might even have more production than DauT. Oh no, DauT does have 3 docks as well. But
yeah, he does.
A little bit of idle time because he doesn't quite have enough resources.
He's found more buffalo and he's take that back to his TC. I can't believe I was saying at this point in the game, in 15 minutes, that he's just start taking more water buffalo, but he really needs those water buffalo because he just finished the last one. Oh, DauT. Oh, that's a lot of army though from MbL, like up in the middle. It's gonna take out that fire galley pretty quickly.
Yeah, you're right, though. I mean, DauT actually now has no food income because his TC's gone idle. His villagers have gone idle into there. Well, he does have the fish, sorry. But there are no water buffalo left for him. He just needs to bring the ones home that he's found, wherever they are.
Did we miss MbL take out 3 vills or demo ship by the TC? There seems to be 3 dead carcasses.
I thought I saw the demolition raft blow up, but you're
that
right.
One did, yeah, but I think it was maybe 2.
There are 2 dead bodies there, you're right. But he's still only 1 villager ahead, so I don't know. I'm not sure about that.
I can imagine because that you know, those American like crime dramas, like the spray of the guy's dead body is it where it laid, just like, you know, where it carve it out. Investigation. Anyway, fletching in for DauT coming in soon. Oh.
Beautiful.
To some it's pain.
I like it. I think it's great.
I love it. I love it. Oh my goodness. Anyway, part of that also reasons like DauT had like 4 or 5 fire guys up the top and then nothing in the middle or below. Like if that's happened like 3 times now where fire guys come, oh sorry, demo rafts come in like that. Maybe you should think about at least stationing 1 unit there, just 1, just to deter MbL. Like you know, you can't lose what 6 villagers now. I just seen. I see 6 dead carcasses.
Well, it was kind of prevented by, well, sort of prevented by DauT's galleys. He did have them positioned around, but it was just too slippery, and the demolition raft got through.
That slippery demo.
It was too oily. What can I say?
an oily ship,
oily
man.
demo. Oh my god! Look at this! Oh,
oh my god! No.
Was that even?
I would like to say.
Was that even a good trade? I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. Who cares? People wanted action, they got action, okay?
That was some good demo, yeah, sort of action right there. MbL taking the score lead now. He's got 16 kills, 11 deaths. He's looking good. And it looks like he is still committed to the demo rafts and the fire ships. DauT, on the other hand, still only focusing on galleys, and that's quite a big difference between the 2 players, really. We'll see MbL continue on this demo raft journey. I think he's just planning to get a lot of demo rafts and just go into like DauT's TC or something and just
do it.
Just try and just blow up his whole eco. I think that's maybe what he's thinking about here.
Why not? I mean, like, how does DauT have the capability to stop the demos? Like, if he just massed up like 30 of them or 20 of them? No, I don't think so. It takes like 7 demos to get rid of a TC, apparently, I think. That's what someone said in the chat.
They have like a bonus 100 something versus buildings.
Do they?
So yeah, I think
someone lied then.
200 they do what? 200 damage versus buildings? So you might need 10 of them. I'm not sure. Maybe less. Maybe 7s would work. I don't know. But either way, MbL, the side effect, of course, of all of those additional water buffalo, he is going up to the Castle Age. DauT currently has very little food income. Really focused in on wood and gold. And the Castle Age upgrade for MbL could basically turn this game around.
Going for it! The lumber cap!
Oh! Oh! Oh no! Oh my god, no! Oh!
That was an oily boy.
Oh my goodness. How many was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like 9 or 10 villagers right there. Oh my goodness. I knew MbL was going to make that play. And I tell you what, you gotta enjoy watching MbL. Yesterday he went for the full-on supremacy with sappers, and this game he's running in like 5 demos into his enemy's woodlines, just cleaning house. Feels bad for DauT right now as he falls behind by 8 villagers, and MbL hits the Castle Age and goes for that War Galley upgrade. So
here we go.
Say goodbye
to the approach.
Say goodbye to the demo rafts. Say hello to the demo ships. We've got another 3 on the way over. And if DauT doesn't spot this, he is focused on his army in the north. If he doesn't spot this, he could lose villagers under the TC.
Oh yes, there's more.
He's going under the TC. He's going under.
Do it.
Go for it. Oh no. He didn't commit. If he'd have just committed, I think he would have been fine.
The one criticism from MbL this game is the lack of committance for 2 demos underneath a town centre. That... yes. I'm sorry, MbL, but you failed us.
Okay, I do just want to point out that the villager count is just equalized. It went from 8 villager advantage to MbL to now 31 apiece. And I think that was from DauT's aggression on the front. I think he's killing villas on this wood line here. Or maybe he did get a demo raft and we missed it, but I don't think so.
Here's the real question. Oh, damn, that's a lot of fun. Just see him pop out the dock. When is DauT gonna get up to the castle edge? Like, predictions, people. 30 minutes?
Never.
Did he ever get that far? Never?
When and how? I mean, like, how much does he have on food right now? He's got nothing on food. He's got 6 fishing ships, but they're so ineffective because they're taking box turtles. They've got a long distance to the drop-off point. And DauT has 120 food in the bank, so he's just going to get overrun, I think, by Castle Age units now, and I don't see how he's realistically going to be able to hold this.
Oh, it was a good struggle, let out. It was a good struggle. Oh, that was all right.
Well, even if he's equalized in villagers, DauT, he has. But even with that considered, the tech advantage now is probably too strong. I think what he needs to do is just ignore the Castle Age, forget that, just get more and more docks and just keep pumping out units. But he can only do that for so long before he gets overwhelmed here. It's going to be really hard.
This is incredibly difficult. Market now coming down for DauT. I'm not too sure what he's trying to buy or sell, but it's better than nothing. So he's trying his best, unfortunately. But seems that the demos have got too much to him. Okay, we're now seeing farms. Okay, a rice farm in particular.
Yep, special farm. It's exactly the same as the standard farm. It just looks different. It's cool,
looks
though.
Lovely.
Yeah.
It looks lovely, yeah, I must say.
MbL can just bully DauT now, and although that demo raft did just take down or do a number on those war galleys, he can still bully DauT. MbL almost doesn't care, I think, if he takes unfavorable trades, because he can just keep sending war galleys in, and eventually he'll brute force his way to victory here. He can turn this now, I think. DauT's going to try and focus on the weak galleys. He's doing a good job of focusing down the low ones, actually. But then the fire ships come in, and it scuppers all the plans. He has to run away.
Absolutely, yeah. He's making a good shot of it, though, considering he is so far behind in the military side of things. But he's doing good as best he can. But yeah, it's just going to get to a point where MbL's like, okay, well, let's just make more.
Yep.
And
I actually think maybe DauT could consider the last ditch attempt. Make the 10 demo rafts, send them at the town center, and try and get the king. I mean, that could be an option, but he would have to sacrifice galley production for that. He might end up losing his own town center in that meantime. So it's almost like, okay, at some point, if you're thinking of resigning, go for the desperation play. He's trying to get himself to the Castle Age. He's using that market, but it's hurting, really. It is hurting.
Yeah, go for that Hail Mary, man. That's the best thing to do. I think he's just trying to get up to Castle as soon as possible. Like, he's just not making any villagers and just hoping that the food income comes in time. And that he desperately holds on. But, well, by this point, the galleys are surrounded his base, so... And the fishing ships are all going down.
The king is in the TC here, so I think he could try and go for it. DauT's king also in his TC right now. MbL surrounding DauT at the moment. He's got 11 army versus 6, and DauT just can't deal with these units.
Marine now coming in place for MbL to strengthen those ships up a little bit more. Oh, demo ship. Come on.
But he's clicked up to the Castle Age. Can he hold on?
This would be the most ultimate comeback I've ever seen.
Even more ultimate than Viper's comeback earlier? Probably, actually.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely. From the situation I'm looking at, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna pretend you didn't say that. That's like the most obvious pun now. Like,
yep.
You can't say that and not, you know.
I did apologize.
Okay.
I did say sorry.
It's cool. Anyway, MbL actually struggling a little bit to to really... Okay, no, never mind. What are we talking
Is he?
about? What are we
Is he
talking
really?
about? He's 11 vills ahead. He's still got the military advantage. He...
And 2 more TCs coming up as well for him. He's like, okay, just in case by some lunatic reaction that I lose, you know, this big fight or whatever, I don't know, by some miracle, I better make sure I get some TCs up to get myself ahead at least from an economical standpoint. By the way, I like to point out, 30 minutes castle age time, I was only 47 seconds behind on that prediction.
Not bad, not bad. I'm surprised he got there at all, to be honest. I thought MbL would have overwhelmed him by that point, but DauT is the master of abusing that market and getting himself to the castle age. There he is, and he can immediately do War Galley, which is the all-important tech here to get the fire ships out. He's trying to repair his ships with villagers. He's trying to cling on for his life, and at the moment he is 14 villagers behind. He is outnumbered, but MbL hasn't been taking necessarily the best fights. I don't know. I feel like against a feudal army, you'd assume that his castle ships would be able to do a little more, but so far they haven't been able to. So now DauT is in the castle age. Can he start to push it back a little bit? I think it's unlikely still. I think it's too far gone, but this is the elimination match. If he loses this game right here, MbL will go forward and DauT will be out of the tournament. So DauT's going to give it everything he's got, and he's going to surround MbL here with fire ships from the back and try and take down these war galleys as best he can.
By the way, did we just fail to see that there was a loom just being researched, by the way, at 32 minutes in?
Yeah, it's about time.
On an open map like this, about time, I would say.
Yeah.
Oh man, the meta's changed far too much since I've been away.
I know. Forget Loom in the Feudal Age or Dark Age or whatever. But okay, MbL coming in with the demo ships now, and DauT might have to say goodbye to his army. His demos able to push him back for now. DauT's still in there though. I mean, he's still fighting. He's still pumping out boats. But he is starting to, it is starting to snowball. 20 villager advantage for MbL now is too hard to ignore after a certain point.
Yeah, this is ridiculous, I'll be honest. This is ridiculous on many fronts, but okay. Okay.
So Loom does not help against demo ships, but it does help against galleys and fires.
Yep. Two of which have been used this game against villagers, so it would have been nice to see them have Loom.
Yeah. So yeah, DauT is just really just trying to make something happen here. To just try and keep his foot on the gas and hope to overwhelm MbL with his fire ships. Obviously, MbL does have mostly war galleys, so he can take decent fights. In fact, if you do look at the KDs, there's a 17 kill to death difference, and DauT is going to do his best to try and equalize that with the fire ships now.
Here's a surprise shocker for you. DauT has 8 army. MbL has 7.
Oh.
No.
Well,
it's fun, like, oh.
Maybe that can be explained by the fact that MbL added the second town center and the third TC as well. I think he's focused more on building up his eco, and he's also got a lot of villagers on stone, so he's not really got his foot so much on the gas with boat production. Maybe he's thinking, okay, I'll get a castle up, sort of put that down in the middle of the map somewhere, and that's going to make it almost impossible for DauT to push me back.
Special delivery has just arrived. 2 water buffalo from the far left, but that dock have now been delivered to his base.
That's going to bolster his food economy.
That's a big boost, man. That's a big boost.
Certainly. The thing is, you can't go on now 30 villagers behind for much longer.
Nope.
It's a problem. MbL even going for a 4th TC. I feel like MbL's being way too greedy here. He could just add another couple of docks and try and outproduce DauT in military, I feel.
It's getting raided now by the fire galleys.
Yeah.
Oof. Sorry, fire ships. My goodness. Yeah, getting done that TC. Great job with DauT. Objective complete. I've done some economical damage. Yeah, I was 10 minutes ago. But anyway, yeah, it's just cool.
MbL's being ridiculous. Look at this. He's building 2 more TCs on the left side.
Oh god, man.
Like, you don't need to boom that hard. Seriously, is he just gonna build TCs everywhere and then villager rush him? I mean, he did this yesterday, but this time around he's actually the Malians and not the Spanish, so I'm not really sure what his plan is. But yeah, DauT's going to come in and actually kill some Vils over here, so making the raid happen. And there's another TC, I think, from yeah, on the left side, MbL.
Oh my god. Well, okay, fine, just do it. I mean, like, who cares? Why not? He can do whatever he wants right now. Do you know what? Screw it. He's gonna throw down an outpost. Just gonna outpost rushed out at the end just because he can. That's how he's gonna be.
DauT's actually getting in here and killing villagers now, and MbL's just building a million TCs everywhere. I'm not really sure what he's thinking. He's outnumbered 2-1 in military. Is he just going to defend with town centers for the rest of the game? I mean, that's not really a strat, but if MbL throws this game right now, I mean, that would be hilarious. But
that would be hilarious.
At the same time, it just surely can't happen. Not with 73 Vils versus 37.
And he has how many TCs? What, 4 or 5 TCs? I mean, you know, that shouldn't happen. Like, it shouldn't happen. What I want to see is DauT go for the play of like, you know, 7 or 8, whatever it takes, demo ships, just storm the beaches, and just take out that TC and kill the king.
Yes.
Like, just still do it. Like, still do it. Just still
well,
do it.
the king actually isn't in that TC anymore. It's moved to the TC. Oh, it's moved back a little bit to the TC at the back. But even still, I think that DauT actually is a threat to MbL. If he does take down some docks, for example, and start reducing MbL's production. But yeah, MbL here, going to drop the castle on the front. He's going to try and get that up during the fight here. And DauT needs to bring over all of his units if he wants to stop this from happening. MbL looks like he might just get away with it, though. The villagers on the right side going back, but it looks like MbL is able to keep DauT away from the TC enough that he can, sorry, the castle to get it up here.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. It's just get the castle up. Bish bash bosh.
Bingo bango bongo. DauT calls the GG.
Bingo bango bongo. There we go. He's tapping out.
And I mean,
that was an entertaining game for all the wrong reasons.
Writing was on the wall for a while there. MbL was clearly ahead for some time, let's say. I think it was unnecessary to add 4 TCs, to be honest. I think he could have just been more aggressive and continued more boat production, and he would have overwhelmed DauT in the early Castle Age, mid-Castle Age. But, you know, you can't blame him for being safe. Adding the extra town centers, getting nearly double your opponent's villagers, puts you in a much better position and much less risky position than if you were to go all in on your military. So, there you have it. Feels bad for DauT as he does get knocked out right now. He is eliminated from the tournament. And MbL, he's going deep. This is the deepest he's gone in an Escape Gaming tournament in the whole of 2017. He will actually make it through to the lower bracket final, where he will meet Tato next. As you can see there on the brackets, you'll see Tato versus MbL coming up next. The winner of that will face the Viper in the grand final for a best of 5. Will it be Tato to get the rematch? Will it be MbL to actually take on his Norwegian cousin?
We'll see. I don't want to give any predictions out of what I think, but it should be a good, exciting game nonetheless, as long as MbL stays a bit more consistent. But hey, who cares? He got the win. That's all that matters, as long as you get the wins. And he actually did a very good series overall, you have to say. When he's playing a bit, honestly, he's not playing serious this last game. That'd be rude, but you know, he could have won it early if he wanted to. So, but nonetheless, though, played really good, and we're looking forward to the finals. I really do think it should be a good set of games. So, and I'm looking forward to having Nilly on there as well, doing this co-casting. Someone who has real deep knowledge of the game.
Yay, Nilly's on the way. That's going to be cool. Nilly will be casting the next game and the grand final, as you say. So, thank you, Milmano, for coming over and casting today.
No, thank you for having me, man. Like, it's been a great pleasure. Sorry, like some people saying I'm roboting. I think it's my internet or something.
It's probably Discord.
It never does well. Yeah, it never does well with Discord. I much prefer TeamSpeak at times because I don't robot on TeamSpeak very often. But anyway, it doesn't matter though. It's quite rare. But anyway,
I've never heard you robot on TeamSpeak. I think it's Discord, but
I think it's Discord.
Yeah.
But no, it's been a pleasure. So thank you very much as well for the chat to be so lovely and kind. And wanted to talk to you about some flowers I sent her for her birthday. So
what? Sorry. Hello.
That's when I went off. I said, "Oh, we'll give me 1 second."
Oh. Okay.
I sent the chat. Sorry, because I was sent I sent my nan some flowers
Oh.
for her birthday, and
Yeah.
then she wants to say thank you. I was like, thank you. I spoke to her earlier beforehand, and then
Yeah,
went
yeah,
back.
yeah. Awesome. Well,
But
gotta
no, thank
gotta
you.
send your nan some flowers. That's always good.
Yep. That's all that matters, man. That's all that matters.
So yeah, thank you very much, and we will see you around. We'll probably catch up later today, this evening.
Oh yeah, we will
Play some
We'll
PUBG or something.
Boily boys. Oh yeah.
Or some
Oh,
Civ, whatever,
definitely.
whatever. But yeah, we'll chat to you in a bit. We're gonna
Yes.
have a quick break now while we get our next set of games ready,